In a cozy living room filled with sunlight, an 18-year-old chubby gray cat named Whiskers was having the time of his life. His fluffy orange kitten, Paws, was equally round and full of energy. The two rolled around on the carpet, playfully swatting at each other's tails and pouncing on imaginary prey. Whiskers purred loudly, his heart swelling with joy as he watched his little companion bounce around. Life was simple, and everything felt perfect in that moment. The door creaked open, and in walked a man with a warm smile. Whiskers instantly perked up, trotting over to greet him. Paws followed close behind, curious about the newcomer. The man leaned down, giving Whiskers a gentle rub behind his ears, just where he liked it. Whiskers purred even louder, rubbing his head against the man's leg. The man picked up a toy mouse and waved it around, much to the delight of Whiskers and Paws. They chased after it, their chubby bodies wobbling with each playful jump. Whiskers was in his happy place. Soon after, the door opened again, and a woman entered the room. Whiskers' ears twitched with excitement, and he hurried over to her, meowing softly. The woman knelt down and scooped him up into her arms, showering him with affection. Paws meowed too, wanting in on the love. The woman laughed and petted both of them, her touch gentle and kind. Whiskers' heart felt full to the brim with happiness. He had both his humans with him, and life couldn't get any better. But then, the mood shifted. The man and woman started raising their voices at each other, their faces turning serious. Whiskers watched, confused, as the warm atmosphere in the room turned cold. He tried to get between them, nudging the woman's leg and rubbing against the man's foot, but they were too caught up in their argument to notice. The sound of their voices grew louder, and Whiskers felt a pang of worry. Why were his humans acting like this? The argument eventually ended, and the man and woman hugged each other, apologizing for their outburst. But Whiskers, who had been so full of joy just moments before, now felt a heavy sadness in his heart. He padded over to the corner of the room, curling up into a ball, his usually bright eyes now dull. Even though his humans had made up, Whiskers felt distant, unsure of how to feel. Paws came over to nuzzle him, but Whiskers remained still, his tail wrapped tightly around himself. Seeing Whiskers in the corner, the man approached him, concern etched on his face. He knelt down and reached out to pet Whiskers, hoping to bring back the purrs and the playful swats. He even picked up Whiskers' favorite toy, trying to entice him into a game. But Whiskers stayed where he was, his ears drooping slightly. He appreciated the man's effort, but the sadness from witnessing their argument lingered in his heart. As the day drew to a close, the room grew quiet. The man and woman sat on the couch, holding each other, while Paws curled up on the rug, tired from all the play. But Whiskers remained in his corner, his eyes watching his humans with a distant gaze. He loved them both dearly, but the joy that had filled his day had been overshadowed by the argument he didn't understand. The video ends with Whiskers sitting quietly in the corner, his chubby form a little less cheerful, his bright eyes now tinged with sadness.